Okay, welcome back guys. Welcome back to our channel.
Okay.
Kembali lagi. Come back again with Bitcoin OG ya. Mas Adam, nice to meet you, Mas Adam.
Apa kabar, Mas Iman, Pak Iman?
Ya, I'm good. Aku baik. Mas Adam, today for this specific podcast only, we try to do bilingual ya guys. Jadi kalau kalian ini apa merasa apa kurang apa nyambung bisa di follow up aja. Ntar bakal kita translate kedua bahasa kayak gitu. Before I gotta start with you, can you share a little bit more about yourself and then how you get into Bitcoin rabbit hole for the very first time?
Oh, okay. Kalau kau tanya aku soalan dalam English dan aku jawab English.
Yeah, it's okay. Up to you. Yeah, we can do, bilingual,
Bilingual.
Okay.
Alright. So actually, I first heard about Bitcoin in think like 2010, 2009. This is when I first heard about it. So I saw on Reddit someone talking about it. Yeah. So back then I was studying in the US. So I was studying electrical engineering. So I had to take a lot of class with a lot of computer science because we have shared syllabus. So a lot of the computer science, even some EE also, they like talking about Bitcoin. But at that time I don't understand much. I didn't understand much about it. I thought it was like PayPal. I thought it's like PayPal or Visa, just CBDC. Like, it's just another way to pay online, right? Yeah, and then but then like my classmate they keep talking about it, and then sometimes they talk about mining, and then one time one of them they talk about mining Dogecoin, and then I was like, mining, what is this mining? Why do you have to mine Bitcoin? Right. So I Google Bitcoin, and then I found the white paper, and then I read, but then I still don't understand. I still don't understand. I have to read a few times. Yeah. So uh, I think it took me like 2 years to actually fully understand what it is. Yeah. And I'm an engineering student, right? So it wasn't easy because that mining part, that was when I started learning everything I can about it. I had to like read a lot. Yeah. So I went through YouTube. I found Andreas Antonopoulos punya video, and then tengok satu-satu, like watch all the Andreas Antonopoulos, and then I found his Mastering Bitcoin book. Yeah. So that helped me learn a lot. But even before I finish like learning fully what it is, I just tried buying some I bought from Coinbase. Yeah. So back when I was in US, that was my second try to buy Bitcoin. So on my second try, I succeeded. My first try, I almost sent money to Mt. Gox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So almost. At that time, I think Bitcoin was like a few dollars, $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to use Western Union. I think MoneyGram. Yeah. And the reason why I couldn't send money using MoneyGram to the Mt. Gox deposit account, trying to send from my bank, right? USD wire transfer. The reason why I could not do it is because I didn't change my name.
Yeah.
So my full name is Adam Aiman bin Muhammad Mashrik.
Yeah.
It's a very long name. So when MoneyGram, you have to pick up a phone to tell them all your detail, your personal identity, everything, right? So when I told the club when I on the phone, I had to say, my name is Adam Aiman bin Muhammad Mashrik, and then they're like, what? And then like after a few minutes, I give up, and then I just put on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the second time with Coinbase is easier. Just sign up online, do
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like you know, Mongox is like OG exchange, right? I know. I mean, like you got experience with the, I mean, like the Mongox has shut down, right? Has to shut down
Yeah,
because of.
that's the thing. Like if I send money to Mt. Gox, maybe I lose it all.
Okay,
Maybe I
yeah.
lost maybe like I lost a few hundred Bitcoin or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until to this day, you
So
know, there
yeah,
is no, you know, the
yeah, that's,
quality to the Mongols. That's why it's like kind of pity, but at the same time, it's like blessing in disguise. Like you have this kind of situation right before, so yeah, that's
yeah.
the first your way to the Bitcoin rabbit hole. But what was your aha moment? I mean, like when you think that, oh, Bitcoin only or not the other coins. I mean, like.
Aha moment.
Yeah, that's well, aha moment. Oh, you need to
Uh,
fully focus on Bitcoin or something.
aha moment. My aha moment is like I think you can put in like two different it's split between two there's two especially important moment aha moment that I had. Uh, the first is the technical. The first is the technical, and then the second is the economics, which is the I could say it's like what the first is like the how, and then the second is the why. Yeah. So like when you start researching Bitcoin, you go through the white paper and then you see Bitcoin is decentralized. But then what do you mean by decentralized? Like you
Yeah,
don't like you just you know for me when I go through like enough of it, I still had to convince myself from a technical point of view, like how does it achieve decentralization? So it's like as I learn more and more about it, uh, the range of things where it could be there must be someone behind it that is controlling something here. There must be a administrator there to control this. Over time it go down and down and down, but there's still some there. It took me actually it took me like a long time to understand difficulty adjustment,
yeah,
because I thought someone had to adjust the difficulty.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that part I still didn't understand.
Mm,
Uh, and then and then once I understood, okay, yeah, it's because you just take the timestamps of each, and then from the timestamps you can derive the difficulty,
yeah,
the new difficulty target. Oh, okay, wow. And then that's like a mind blown kind of moment actually for me.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the last thing that made me think, oh, like how can it actually be decentralized? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So like once you go down that rabbit hole at the technical, then especially as an engineer, it's actually quite interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess for most people, I'm not sure if you can uh, if you can actually understand it to that. I mean, it might take a long time. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because I have like engineering background, maybe it's easier, but okay, maybe I'm also a little bit slow. I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so
yeah, only matter of time before is hyper-Bitcoinization, right? What I mean is that, do you think that, like you mentioned before, that difficulty adjustment that makes Bitcoin, but at the same time, do you think that the greatest invention of Bitcoin is just only the difficulty adjustment, or there is some other thing that maybe you find it more interesting? I mean, like more, you know, something that is more inventional rather than difficulty adjustment.
I mean, for me, technically, the difficulty adjustment is the most genius thing about
Okay, yeah,
that makes it work. Yeah, technically, like everything else is kind of like quite, I mean,
yeah,
relatively straightforward. Yeah,
absolutely.
but like you cannot correct that difficulty adjustment. Like even like yeah, that's something that if Peter thought or Adam Beck knew how to do it, then we could have had Bitcoin like even if like
Yeah.
much earlier than 2009.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's just people saying, it's just proof of work. It's just proof of work with inflation control. It's something like that. Yeah. So you need the inflation control. So like, how do you? Yeah, people were struggling because we already had proof of work before 2009, right? With Adam Back hash cash. Yeah, it's just hash cash. It's just
Yeah.
hash cash with inflation control. Yeah. So
Yeah, I know. I mean, like Adam Back is like one of the, that being quoted by Satoshi, right, in the white paper, right? And then Adam Back invented the hash cash, but there is nothing you can do about it if you don't find like difficulty adjustment, right? That's why it's like Satoshi compile all of these thing into one protocol that is Bitcoin, right?
yeah, yeah, that's pretty much. Again, next to it is probably the UTXO model. That one also,
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting to me. But I think, yeah, technically the difficulty adjustment is like my favorite technical part of Bitcoin. Is also probably because it's the most difficult thing for me for me to understand. Yeah.
yeah,
So
because
that's the technical part. So there's also the
yeah,
economics
I
part.
know. Yeah, like when I heard, I listened to podcast from Safedin as well, Mus, about the difficulty adjustment. Yeah, I agree with you because for the longest time we have the asset. If you have a high demand of the asset, you can increase the production of it, and then the demand is still not really scarce in many ways. And then in the difficulty adjustment, that's not the case, because it's like different than any other else asset, because the difficulty adjustment itself made the strict of number of Bitcoin being produced every 10 minutes, right? So I understand that it is like the one of the greatest invention of all time, I think, when it comes to like difficulty adjustment, right? So that's another way to think about it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, since like you involved with Lightning as well, right? If I'm not mistaken, could you like elaborate a little bit more about your involvement in that since 2017, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I can't say I'm super involved in Lightning. I
Yeah,
mean, I was very interested in it. I think
yeah,
I ran Malaysia's first Lightning node
yeah.
in
That's what I meant. Yeah.
in 2016. Yeah. So uh, when I came back to Malaysia, I made a prototype Bitcoin point of sale device. It's like the it's like the LN URL post. Like,
Yeah.
if you some of you are familiar with the LN URL post, yeah. But the one that I built is like this, it's like this big.
Mm.
Maybe I should.
Sorry.
I think I should. Probably I should find it, and then I can show it to you.
Yeah,
I can
it's
show
up
to
to you.
you
Yeah, it's
viewers
okay.
what it looks like. You can find it.
Okay. If you want to show it, I will like cut it out. Okay, I will like edit after this.
Okay, this is I think this is 2005. Not
2005?
2005. Not 2005.
15.
2015.
Yeah, 15.
2015.
Yeah, I know. I understand. But the Lightning is
Yeah.
itself,
I mean,
it was live in 2017, right? If I'm not mistaken. I mean, like the Lightning Lab. I mean,
a paper released in 2015, and
oh,
then
okay.
the LND client, I think I ran it in 2000,
17, right?
2000, I think 2016 already. I already started
Oh, okay.
2017, maybe 2017. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe
Yeah, around lah,
I can't
around that lah. Yeah, yeah,
can't remember anymore.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
but because my node is okay. My current node. Okay, I had a node before that, but my current node is 4 years old. So
User
for
voltage or what? No. I
2000,
mean, like,
okay.
okay.
No, I just run LND.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, LND on top of Bitcoin
Yeah, full
DE.
node, right? Yeah, you must be
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
super technical. Yeah.
so this is the on chain. This is on chain Bitcoin point of sale. Yeah, this is very prototype.
Yeah, very vintage, right? I mean, like for
Yeah,
2015, right? Yeah, this guy is so vintage,
yeah.
right?
But this the problem, because I was trying to combine this two. like IoT and Bitcoin. Like, how do you do IoT and Bitcoin? Because I was also traveling, and then I came in. I went to Parallel Nepolis in Prague. Yeah, and then I found people using the Bitcoin point of sale device also. So they have Bitcoin point of sale. It's just like that. It's very nice. So I tried to build my own. Uh, uh, and then I was thinking of like use cases in vending machine, but then because it's on chain, right? Okay, on
Yeah.
chain, so it's not very secure for using it as a vending machine payment because you have to wait and things. So it doesn't really make sense. So that's why Lightning was interesting to me. It's because it's instant. So that was like the interesting thing for me. That's why I built a second device that used Lightning.
Yeah.
Mm.
So is that like is not like avoid or anything, but it's like the way to circumvent that on chain, right? I mean the transaction on chain, right? If you have like Lightning, right? Because when it comes to like on chain thing that some people say, oh, there's like blockchain trilemma or something. There is the only way to circumvent that by having like second layer, right? I mean, which is Lightning, right?
Yeah, maybe one of the ways. I think probably like seems like the only like one of the few working ways, I say. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
because now a lot of people are using it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, more than because you could say that like if I have a Coinbase account, or in Malaysia we have Luno, right? Indonesia you have Luno also,
Yeah.
right? So if you have Luno, then I have Luno, and I send you Bitcoin. It's not a Luno doesn't make an on-chain transaction. It's just
Yeah.
their internal database
Yeah, absolutely.
transfer. Yeah. So that you could say that Luno is a Luno off-chain layer.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's just
The same with the
centralized.
central banking
But
as well,
yeah, I say
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
it's just a centralized second layer on
Yeah,
top of
yeah,
Bitcoin. Or it's just another database.
yeah.
Yeah, with Lightning lets you be like Lightning lets you do things like, oh, if uh, uh, I can become like a Visa merchant, and then I send money. When I send money to someone, I don't have to have like a direct payment channel. That's
Yeah.
that's the interesting thing is the HTLC. For me, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, like Luno or like exchanges or something like that. It's like the database. It's cannot call it decentralized in many ways, but at the same time, we understand the value proposition of Lightning, but at the same time, you know that the inbound liquidity that it's not like issue in Lightning. I mean, like it's like a trade off, right? I mean,
It's a
you
big
cannot
issue.
have like I know. I mean, like what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a big problem. Yeah, you have to need, yeah, they're gonna have to like think like dual funded payment channel, they have to be more popular and things like that. That's why, yeah, I'm not sure uh like what will be the best way to overcome the inbound liquidity problem. I think they probably have like a lot of ways that they can think of to solve all these little problems. Uh, yeah, but yeah, like inbound liquidity is like one of the bigger, getting inbound liquidity is like one of the bigger issues. Like the second issue is like privacy. You can kind of when I was I went to the Lightning conference in Berlin. So a lot of them was also talking about privacy problems with Lightning. Um, but the 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 impression that I got was that a lot of these problems are solvable. Like from speaking to a lot of the developers, like they are big problems but the problems are solvable. So if you can solve them, then it becomes a very, very compelling scaling technology. But yeah, they have to solve it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like that's the proposal of Gish Van Dam, when he. I had a podcast with him as well before about the liquidity.
Yeah. So guys was talking about so guys was,
Can I share you the tweet? I mean, like, wait, I need to share the tweet.
the guys was researching
Yeah, this one.
privacy.
You see the screen now?
This is about like the privacy problem with the Lightning Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That's my
that you're talking about before. Right? I mean, like, there is no like inevitable lah. If you implement Lightning on the second layer, that's might impact your privacy or something like that. That's Gish try to not the solve. I mean, like to overcome lah, minimal lah. Is that correct or not?
Yeah, I think if he's found a different, probably even a little bit more complicated way to perform that attack, and then he also help the devs with like solutions, like probably how to overcome. I can't remember the details.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think that this is the problem of people maybe skeptical about Lightning or not getting adopted or something like that, because maybe they find other shitcoin. Maybe it's not centralized, I would say, but still, when it comes to like privacy, this Lightning thing that prevents them from getting in.
I mean, I think I prefer using Lightning Network as it is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, what's the do you think that is this the reason or not? I mean, like, because of this or not?
I mean, the probably like maybe okay, maybe the problems with Lightning are so overblown that it convinces enough people to stay away. I'd say that it's just a convenient way to get excuses to not use to not use it. I mean, the reason why they came up with all these problems is because a lot of people are paying attention to the technology. So a lot of people are paying attention to these problems, and then a lot of people are working on it. Whereas if you were to look at like other proposals, if no one is finding problems with it, then probably probably it's very good. It's a very good technology. Maybe it's a very good altcoin. Oh.
Yeah.
But it's more likely is just not enough. There's just not enough engineers looking at into it. So which one is more likely? Is it because it's a very good altcoin, very good technology, or is it because there's not enough scientists paying attention to it?
Yeah, I know. I think that the latter is overcoming the former. I think you're right. I mean the scientists maybe not looking at it because maybe the technicality or something like that. But this is something that we need to be aware of sometimes, because we need to spread education to all people, right?
The challenge with Lightning, all of the complications that is happening in Lightning is because they are trying to do pure peer-to-peer payments on top of Bitcoin, which is also purely peer-to-peer. So if you come up with centralized solutions, then it's going to be easy. It's going to be very effective. It's going to be fast, efficient, cheap, because it's centralized. It's not because
absolutely.
Yeah. So a lot of the challenges that is because they are trying to maintain the decentralization.
Yeah, I agree. That's why it's like better Lightning to get
Yeah.
more adapted before the issue getting more come to fruition, right? Is that a saying?
Yeah, and Lightning is just like it's just one potential solution, right?
Yeah,
There's
I know.
probably like there could probably be like and other solutions. It's um and it's not like if they can't solve it on Lightning, then we'll just probably like move on to some other ways. But then what we're seeing is that there are newer layer twos that are also using Lightning in some way, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually covering some of Lightning's weaknesses.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw one of the tweets from the Lightning developer itself. René Picard from Germany. He's like one of the he's one of the developer of Lightning, but at the same time, he as well agree with the Eric Wall, about you cannot like have Lightning as a hyper Bitcoinization world, because maybe you're right before about those two problem about the inbound liquidity and the privacy. But I'm sure that the problem is solvable as well. But for the time being, I mean, like from now on till then, I mean, still, we need to fix this, right? Because it's still not an unsolvable issue. So that's pretty much, I think, about Lightning, that you cannot, uh, comprehend what's next about it, right? So
Yeah, I mean, but and we don't want to promise too much also.
yeah, I know. I
So
mean, like that's why it's like don't trust, verify, right? You don't need to push something trust in it, right? So
yeah, I still I'm still quite hopeful that these problems can be yeah can be solved. This is um but yeah, probably yeah, if Rene is right, then well I'm gonna have to deal with it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why Gish and the others,
Or just
try to
just use
find a way to.
just go stop using Bitcoin, use altcoin.
Yeah, that's the other way to look at it. But that's something that
I'm
is
just gonna use altcoin.
never going away, right? I mean, that's pretty much it, guys, about Lightning. So you can guys can do diligence about Lightning. So I think that's the better for Bitcoiners to move forward, right? So and then looking forward to better version of Lightning in the future. And then we
Okay,
had
well, maybe like I probably add more. I think the problem with
okay.
Lightning is
Go
just
ahead.
that
Yeah.
like that a little more. It's just that there's still a lot of exchanges still hasn't integrated it.
Yeah.
I think that's also that's another problem. Just like why a lot of people are not using it. Like if Luno started integrating Lightning, because they had plans to integrate Lightning, then you can just withdraw and deposit. You have like another option using on chain or Lightning, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe a lot of people will use that instead of right now when they send to Binance, when they send or withdraw from, because like a lot of Malaysians when they put in money to buy crypto, and then they just want to send it to Binance so they can get it, right? Yeah. So if you and the cheapest way right now is just to just some altcoin like Ripple. Like a lot of them are using Ripple
Hey.
or Ripple or Tron or like that. Well, oh, no, Luno Malaysia doesn't have Tron. So yeah, so yes, Luno Malaysia probably like the cheapest is yeah XRP. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
yeah,
that's
it's
the.
only so I can send to Binance. Just send to Binance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I think that's understandable, because they don't want to get obsolete, right? If Lightning get implemented, maybe people just Lightning instead of their own service, right? And then that's why it's become too big. It got us more control, right? So
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yes,
about lightning itself. So yeah, we need to I mean have a second topic because we had this meetup before in Malaysia, right? And we talk about a lot about VDMin or something. I know you're not getting involved in VDMin or something like that, but we had that like debate before about the Bitcoin sidechain. I mean, like do you think that the like Bitcoin liquid Bitcoin is like not centralized because there is like issues even though like the token itself is not uh you know uh being printed like any other token, right?
Well, liquid is federated,
Okay.
so it's not decentralized, but it's not really centralized.
Mm.
Oh, it's just that it depends on the federation members lah. So there's not a whole lot of liquid federation members. Like you saw, it's because they wanted to use it as like a inter exchange
Okay.
transfer. Yeah, but I think until now, like not a lot of people using liquid for anything. I don't know. I could be wrong. Um, haven't been keeping track. But if you are using, you can actually run a liquid node and then make sure all the peg-ins and peg-outs are correct. Like they're not creating LBTC out of thin air, and because anyone can run a node to verify,
Okay.
that. Like you just cannot mine
Yeah, I know.
liquid block. Yeah. So,
Yeah, because the idea to create as well, like I don't want to get into more shitcoin thing, but automated market maker, I mean, like Uniswap or something, you can swap that token in the side chain, right? And then the idea is
do they
like
do they
you
do
can,
what?
sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry,
Go ahead. What was the idea? What was the idea of
automated
liquid?
market maker. I mean, automated market
Automated
maker
market
like
maker.
Uniswap, Uniswap when you can like swap the token with the idea is like
Oh,
decentralized
decentralized exchange.
purchase.
Dex.
Yeah, dex. So you have like automated market maker that you cannot like have limit, so that there is like arbitrage trading in there, and also the spread between them is quite high. But yeah, that's the point of the decentralization, and the trade-off is like the spread and the arbitrage, right? So I mean, like the slippage, and then as well. So yeah, that's the thing, I mean, that's happened as well with the liquid Bitcoin, or
People. There's a decentralized exchange on liquid. I don't know. I don't know. I
yeah,
don't
I
I
know.
don't
I mean,
recollect.
like that's the point. I think
But
the liquid,
how do you make a Dex on liquid? I don't think you can. I mean, if
yeah, you
you,
can
I
swap
mean
that
there are,
LBTC,
yeah, I mean, yeah, they can do like swap LBTC and LUSDT. But there's a USDT on liquid also, right?
Yeah,
But
I
there's
know.
like how many? Yeah, but that's not a lot. I don't think a lot of people are using liquid USDT. Is there a lot of
So
people
do you think
compared
that
to?
is there any trade-off like Lightning? We all know, right? I mean, the trade-off of Lightning might be like the inverted liquidity, all of that. But what about the liquid itself? I mean, might be trust with the liquid issuance. For example, like Blockstream or something, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. Yeah, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure about
Okay.
like how. Yeah.
So that's pretty much about the liquid Bitcoin.
Yeah, I
And
don't. Sorry, I don't know much about liquid.
yeah,
To be honest.
it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, because we had a debate before, right? And then I need to, I just come up in my mind, and I just ask you the question, right? Without any like censorship or something, right? So yeah, and then when it comes to like Lightning itself, I mean, like we need to separate as well. I mean, the Bitcoin, the asset, and the Bitcoin, the network, right? I mean, like, of course, like we know that Bitcoin, asset is the own chain, and then people maybe hold it or hold it for a long term. But at the same time, when it comes to like network effect, do you see that? I mean, like the Lightning itself is, maybe have low liquidity, even though like the network effect is growing and growing, but doesn't necessarily mean that there is like quote saying that correlation doesn't imply causation, right? I mean, of course, like the implementation is quite high, but at the same time, the number of users is quite high, but the liquidity is not there. I mean, do you agree with this statement, or you have another opinion about it?
Like Lightning TVL, total value loss.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, you can you like elaborate a little bit more about it? Yeah.
Lightning has no so small TVL compared to all the Ethereum DEX, all the other Bitcoin
Yeah,
sections
shitcoin.
yeah. Well, I mean, but Lightning Network is okay. Why do you stake BTC on other coins? Like why do you stake BTC on Ethereum or Tron or like whatever
Nah, no.
on Binance Smart Contract? Like
Yeah,
why do people do that? Yeah,
people do that
why do
because
people?
the yield, the APY.
Because they want to get yield. But let's
Yeah, I
how
know.
are they getting yield? How are they getting yield from their BTC staking?
Yeah, they use the arbitrage, if there's
Yeah,
like yeah.
arbitrage to trade like other coins.
Yeah, I
Right?
know.
Like if you trade like other to trade with USDT, ETH, like
Yeah, RAM
all the other
BTC,
coins.
WTC, right? WBTC, yeah.
What Titan? There's a Titan. There's a Beefy. There's Quick Swap. Quick
Yeah.
Swap. Mumu. Or like what?
Yeah, like damn it lah, shitcoin
I
lah,
did.
yeah.
I did some shit. I did some shit coining just for fun on Polygon just to check out. Oh, what's the state shit
Yeah.
coining on just so that I understand. I can understand a little bit about about it, right? About DeFi. I just want to learn something about DeFi, so I just put $30 into Polygon.
Yeah.
Just to try out. So yeah, but Lightning is just people sending and receiving Bitcoin. Like, how do you get yield from that?
Yeah, that's why,
There's no altcoin, shitcoin, USD
Yeah.
stablecoin trading on Lightning Network. Why they're working very hard to introduce stable coins, Taro, and things like that on Lightning Network. Yeah. So then once you can get yield from your Lightning stake, just put then a lot of people will go and put they go but then they have to run an umbrella.
Yeah, I know. But
Unless,
yeah, with the LBTC, you can get yield, right? I mean, when you like do the
I
swapping
don't
or
know.
something.
I think probably some. I think I've seen some that what's it called? What's the biggest yield service on
I
is
don't.
it
I
that
mean, like
what's it?
when it comes to yield, maybe like shitcoin have more yield. Like I know if the yield is too high, you are the yield, right? Yeah.
No, but there's like one that is using liquid BTC for lending, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why, like I
What's the name
mentioned
of? I
before, yeah,
can't remember. Yeah, I mean there's a few services.
because
Yeah,
they
that you
get
can.
incentive by the arbitrage, the swapping. That's how they make money, right? So, they can give yield as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. There's no other coins on Lightning Network. So
yeah, I know.
there's no fee that you can
That's the
get from
beauty
Lightning
of
Network.
it,
So
That's
why
why.
would people? Yeah. The only people using Lightning now is just people who open who actually have to buy and sell things,
Yeah, I know. Like El Salvador
real
or
things,
something.
real
Yeah.
things in the real world, paying for things in the real world. Not all this DeFi thing, trading.
DeFi casino.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no, it's not casino. It's people, actual people, real people using it for real world things.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much about the Lightning use case, guys. If you want to check out more about Lightning, I will share a link in the description. And then, as you know, we need to, you know, before I change the topic about the Bitcoin Riba, you know, I mean, like, do you think that the zero fees liquidity from the exchange as a big role as well from people not getting involved with Lightning? Maybe, yeah, because when they say that, oh, there's like market manipulation or something, it's because the zero fees implementation by the exchange, right? So
Oh, wait, what? On what exchange?
I would not mention no
Is
name,
it
but I mean like the
is it on
Binance, yeah, Binance.
yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Binance is one, but then can you, but things like something like Uniswap, can you do like zero fee on Uniswap? There's still a
No,
lot
of
of gas,
course
right?
not, because like
Yeah,
slippage or something. Yeah, there is like with the gas as well, you know, gas fee as
yeah,
well.
yeah. You have to pay gas for everything. I mean, I don't even know what's the situation
Yeah,
with
I
the
know
gas
it's like
on
Chico's
Ethereum,
situation,
like
right? Yeah.
after the merge. Oh, is it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
super? Is it like cheap now? Oh, maybe I can try some Ethereum 2.0. I haven't
yeah,
tried
I know.
Ethereum 2.0.
Yeah, it's like another topic, like I say. Yeah, it's, guys,
Yeah.
you do legend as well. So yeah, maybe this one is like the last topic about the Bitcoin Riba. You made like, you know, a very brief tweet before about the Riba itself, right? Can I like share you the tweet? I
Which tweet?
mean,
Okay.
right now, this one, not this one, but this one. And then the APY as well, you know, you trigger some central banking, and then you have like great rate here. Could you like maybe elaborate a little bit more about what's going on? I mean, in particularly in Malaysia about the riba Bitcoin solving riba issue.
Oh, I don't think anyone in Malaysia is using Bitcoin to solve Riba issue right now. I mean, I guess in Malaysia, I mean, in Malaysia, it's quite interesting. I mean, there are a lot of nations who own Bitcoin. Um, after uh, there was actually an official there was an official ruling. I don't know if I can say it's a fatwa. I don't think it's a fatwa. But it is like an announcement. They even had like a show on TV about it, discussing whether Bitcoin is halal or haram.
Yeah,
Because there was a team in the Malaysia Jabatan Agama, Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia.
yeah,
That's like it's like the biggest Malaysian Islam agency. Um, uh, they are sort of like like in charge of
yeah,
researching things and saying is it halal or haram or harus or whatever.
yeah,
I think and then the conclusion by the Malaysian Jakim is that Bitcoin is permissible, so that you can buy and trade Bitcoin, but only through Luno, only through the 5 licensed exchanges by the Securities Commission.
yeah,
So outside of that is haram, I guess. I guess. So
yeah. Classic politician lah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, I mean, so if it's regulated by government, then it's okay. So yeah, I mean, a lot of, I mean, it didn't stop a lot of people from just putting it on their ledger or things like that, right? On their Trezor, on their cold storage wallet. Um, but just because of that, like I think, yeah, even a lot of Malay Muslim also got into Bitcoin, like to the point where they the state, all the zakat authorities, the zakat collectors, each state has an official zakat collector in Malaysia. they are issuing guidelines. My state they have issued guidelines on how to pay zakat, your yearly zakat harta, or if you have Bitcoin. So you have enough Bitcoin like above nisab, cukup haul, then you have to pay the 2.5% zakat, on your Bitcoin. So, but then they don't accept Bitcoin directly, so you still have to convert to ringgit. Then, but then the point is that they actually issued zakat guidelines on Bitcoin and like other cryptos. But they actually created like two different formulas, like if it's a Bitcoin or is it stable coin. Yeah, also. And
So, like there is a differences as well.
Okay. Yeah. So on stable coin, it's under a different zakat category or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because it's a currency, it's like considered like more like currency, whereas with Bitcoin it's just like
there is no
it's like a business asset. They categorize under like business asset. Maybe I can look it up. Yeah. But yeah. So in terms of Islam, the Islamic acceptance of Bitcoin in Malaysia, I think that's it. I don't think I've not heard much about Bitcoin and Islamic banking, or its ability, or its potential to diminish riba in society. That is something that only just a small group of us that are talking about it. Yeah. Maybe, but as more and more people understand how that happens, then like if you show the first tweet that I sent you, that you showed me, right? The first tweet that I made about how that just now you showed me the tweet, my tweet.
This one,
maybe you want me to explain a little bit about the tweet, the process.
I mean like the viral tweet that you had.
Not about CBDC. That's nothing to do with Riba.
Okay. So the viral thing that is like
not the viral. This one. This one. This one.
This one, right? Yeah.
Viral.
So that's the thing with Riba. You have like APY or something. If you are the yield, if the yield is too high, right? Then there's not only that, the lifestyle and also the time preference, right? They getting involved with this, right? So people getting incentivized with the cheap dopamine and then cheap money, and then they cannot sustain over a long term because the APY is too high. The central banking can, particularly right now, people who borrow money maybe have struggled with a higher interest rate, right? So I don't know. I cannot sustain, because it's like a Ponzi in many ways, So I don't know what to say.
Look at the yield on BlockFi, like over the time. At first it's very high, and then now it's low. I think like one of the Bitcoin lending services now is like 0%. So why is it that these Bitcoin lending services, their interest rates and the yield they offer to depositors has gone down from 5%, 2%, now 0%. So why is that? So then there's probably some characteristics of Bitcoin that is making that the case, right? So things like scarcity, like you cannot insure deposits. So that requires that is a risk like if you are someone with Bitcoin and then someone comes to you to borrow it, or some bank comes to you and promising yield like 5%, then okay, maybe you can profit a little bit. But then okay, you get that 5% per year, but then at what cost? Maybe if they get hacked, then you lose all your Bitcoin. So is it worth the 5%? So then people have to ask themselves this. It's not.
They need to sacrifice 99% to get that 5%. Yeah, this is like no brainer.
If you keep your rupiah in Indonesian bank, does Indonesian bank have deposit insurance up to how many rupiah?
They even though like that's the case, I mean, like there is like the case of they cannot pay back the yield, because the bank maybe stolen the money already. So that's why this Ponzi is already there.
So if you have a savings account in rupiah, like how much? Because I think in Malaysia, I'm probably getting like 0.1, 0.2.
Yeah, something like that, yeah, around each. Yeah,
only like 0.5 at most. Right, just it's a normal bank savings account, right? But they have deposit insurance. Then that deposit insurance is actually something that is actually contributing to riba.
Yeah, I
So
know. They use like the arbitrage, right? Yeah.
Not many people understand or think about the deposit insurance role in riba. Do you understand?
I understand. Why? Yeah, because the arbitrage they use like maybe not really the arbitrage itself. I mean they use the like Ponzi, right? If you get the first time, maybe the yield is like too high to getting involved people more and more, and then the yield itself over time become more deteriorating. I mean, like getting more slow, right? So
yeah, but it not just that. It's just if you keep your rupiah in a bank and then they use it to lend to people, but then that bank gets robbed. Let's say that bank gets robbed or something wrong, and then they lose your money. They lose your money. So with deposit insurance or just guaranteed by the central bank, then they can just recreate the rupiah for you, and then you never actually lose your money.
Bailout,
yeah. Bail out or just deposit insurance. So deposit insurance is just it's not even a bailout. It's because they pay insurance to for their deposits, for their customer deposits. So it's not even deposit. It's not a bailout, because if they get robbed, then they can just claim the insurance, and then and then you as a depositor, you get back your money.
Yeah, basically, the word insurance itself is like Ponzi, because you use others people money to prevent things shit happens from the future, right? But
exactly. That's the thing. Like with Bitcoin, like how do you provide deposit insurance on Bitcoin?
There's no such thing. Yeah,
it's impossible. Like it will be so expensive. Like it doesn't even make sense. Because you can get a Bitcoin to make your customers whole again. Like if you lose a Bitcoin, that's it. That's why there's no ETF.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because in Wall Street, the reason why they haven't introduced ETF is because they cannot the asset custodians, they cannot rehypothecate. They cannot like if they get hacked, then they could be in very serious trouble.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So all of these ETF applicants on Wall Street, they have to convince SEC, we make sure it's secure, we can never get hacked. That's bad. That is I don't know how you can keep that promise.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah, the
so
central
people
bank
who
is like full
buy
machine.
your ETF, yeah, no need this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's pretty much about riba itself. Yeah, Bitcoin is halal, shitcoin is haram, right? Yeah, is that
Haram.
the thing you can look at it, right? Yeah.
I mean, technically, well, in Malaysia, they don't say just Bitcoin is halal. The other coins that are approved by SC is also halal. So I think we have like 7 coins now.
Yeah, I know.
There's Bitcoin Ether.
But
There's
in the
Bitcoin Cash also they approved it. Bitcoin Cash. There's Ripple, Ether, Litecoin, Chainlink,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty much about it.
they have a lot of coins. Yeah, so it's not just Bitcoin that's
And
halal.
then you another tweet about CBDC who got viral recently as well, who triggered the central bankers. And what are your thoughts on that? I mean, like
Wait,
the
trigger.
CBDC. I mean, in Malaysia in particular. I mean, like getting in touch with CBDC already, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any um, attraction on Malaysia retail CBDC. I mean, Malaysia Bank Negara, they're already doing some trials for cross-border CBDC with the Bank of International Settlements and like a few other central banks. It's not project. What's it called? I think they also did some trial with is it Cambodia project Bakong? I think that's just Cambodia. But yeah, they're already actually working on prototypes, right? So okay, fine. I mean, fine. If it's just like cross border, then it's fine. My main worry is that if they start pushing the retail CBDC.
Yeah, social credit, right? Social credit system like China, right? Yeah.
Something like the China style. But that's not just it. I think recently they've been pushing cashless very aggressive. They're very aggressive in promoting cashless. So if more and more people start using cashless, then it will create an environment where it will give them an excuse to stop printing paper money.
Yeah.
So if they get an excuse to print paper money, let's say like maybe in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years time, they say, oh, like 80%, 90% people are already on cashless. So we will just close down all the ATMs.
Yeah, that's pretty
Just
much
close
about
down the
CBDC.
ATM. Yeah, then we just close down ATMs because 90% of people are already using cashless. No one go to ATM anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty much about
Then
CBDC.
then coupled with CBDC, then it's going to be like fully cashless. So when that happens, it's a problem for us all as people, people using this fiat money, because there's nothing stopping them to set negative interest rates. They can set negative interest rate on your account. So there's this thing called zero lower bound. So if you look it up on Google, like IMF publish a paper on how to implement zero lower bound. So in order to implement zero lower bound, they say you have to take out all the paper cash in the economy, because having access to paper cash is what keeps the zero lower bound. Zero lower bound is the limit where they can set interest rates.
Yeah.
Is the minimum is zero. Because once you go down, that means you are taking money from people's accounts.
Yeah, that's why I need to get rid of the cash, right? Yeah.
So if they start taking money out of people's accounts, then people will withdraw all their money. Everyone will go to the ATM. Everyone will rush to the ATM to withdraw all their money.
Yeah, bank rush.
Paper money.
Yeah.
Because with paper money they cannot take. Paper money is in your wallet, is in your house, then they cannot take it. But if it's electronic, then they can take it. It's just it's just all it's all digital. It's all in a database. They can just they can do like automatic taxation, things like that.
You can ban
People
you
don't like
can
that.
like shadow ban you. Yeah, all can happen with CBDC.
Yeah, I mean, all that freezing, that's not even the worst thing. All the privacy issues, social credit, they can where they can freeze or limit you from your account. Those are not even those are not the biggest issue with cashless CBDC. The biggest issue is zero lower bound, and people always worry about all the other stuff, but they don't worry about the zero lower bound.
Yeah, but if you get freeze as well, you cannot transact. Even with you have no cash around,
freeze,
right?
freeze. Because
Yeah.
freeze, at least they have to have an excuse, or we're just freezing some people or things like that. I said that in Lebanon they freeze everyone. Yeah, but yeah, well, zero low, over time they just take your money, which is I don't know. I mean, not enough people are worried about this, which is, I mean, I guess it's probably going to happen anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Like, there's not not much we can do about it. I mean, we can just talk on Twitter and maybe try to hope for the best. Because I think here in Southeast Asia, in Asia in general, people just follow whatever the government say.
Yeah. I think if Bitcoinization happen faster than CBDC, I think that's gonna be the case. But if not, I think that's.
You think
that's
hyper
gonna be-
Bitcoinization can happen faster than CBDC? Yeah,
I don't think so.
inshallah.
With this current
Inshallah.
market condition, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So, yeah, we need to stay realistic as well. And yeah, this is the problem. I mean, when it comes to like centralization, if you become so big, and only matter of time before you just catching up with each other, right? Which one is the winner? It's about the who's the win the race, right? So. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much about CBDC, guys. So you need to be aware of CBDC, and then you need to, as well. You need to have, due diligence about the CBDC, whether it's a proper fit for you or not. So, yeah, that's pretty much about.
Well, no,
CBDC.
you have no choice. If they launch CBDC, you have to use it. There's nothing you can do.
Absolutely, yeah. At least you can hold your wealth with Bitcoin,
The only thing, okay, like the only thing you can do to stop CBDC is some US states, they actually proposing laws to ban CBDC. That means there are some state laws, they're trying to propose this law so that Federal Reserve or like whatever bank, they cannot issue CBDC in this state. So then the only thing you can do is write to your politician, write to your parliament, your member of your representative to propose the law, no CBDC. Yeah, then your bank cannot issue with that CBDC. But then it's just a law stopping it from being implemented. It's just a law. It's not as strong as paper money.
Yeah.
If like people stop using paper money, then even if there's that law that is against CBDC, it's just a matter of time before they repeal it again. Yeah, it's not as strong as paper money. If people using and keep using paper money, because the best thing you can do is to keep using paper money. Don't use your credit card unless you have to use credit card or debit card or QR or e-wallet. The best thing you can do is to keep using paper money. Otherwise, if they see people stop using paper money, that's why I use paper money a lot, even though it's inconvenient. That you have to make change, you have to get change, wait for the cashier to give you change. Even if it's inconvenient, you still have to keep using paper money, because that's the only thing that is stopping them from implementing full cashless. And then once everyone on full cashless, and they can just take your money.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, right? But we can only make it slow.
You
Maybe.
just slow it down. Just slow it down. Like a few people, maybe 3% people still using paper money. Then yeah,
Yeah. But
maybe you can slow it down. Who knows?
at least right now we have Bitcoin, right? We have some hope.
Yeah.
Even though like your wealth in CBDC, you need to, you have Bitcoin lah into
Yeah,
times like this, right?
that's the thing that you have to understand why I think Bitcoin is anti-riba and anti-zero low and anti-CBDC things like that. Is because I understand we understand human nature. Humans, they just want things to be very convenient. So once
Yeah.
you have e-wallet, cashless is so much more inconvenient. It's so much more convenient than using paper cash. So I'm just going to use e-wallet, right? So so uh, with Bitcoin, there's no excuse for people to say, oh, if I want to avoid riba, like if you don't have Bitcoin, then what option do you have? You have to use gold coin,
That's all
right?
right.
Which is which is maybe good, but then it's very inconvenient, especially now in the modern times. Like you don't even know your gold coin have tungsten in it, things like that. So it's very difficult to fully verify. You need to have a gold full note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard, because gold, you need to have like centralized party like vault, right? That's why it's
And you need
it's
centralized
hard to
party, or use
mobile as well. Yeah.
or you use gold coin. You have to use gold coin, pure gold coin, no tungsten, and then you have to uh, if there's no Bitcoin, then you cannot do cross border internet e-commerce trade, buy things from Shopee, buy Tokopedia. You cannot buy things from Tokopedia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
much about it, and then but with gold, I think because the nature of gold, it's hard to move around, and then you cannot exactly verify
because
what's percentage of gold, right? I mean,
but we know the reason. We know the reason people stop using gold is because some people invented paper money, and then everyone just
yeah.
start using paper money. So when everyone start using paper money, then people stop using gold anymore. Then they can make riba
Mm.
because of paper money. So so we as Muslims, when we are thinking about how to go back to sound money, how to stop riba, you have to think about the convenience factor. I mean, there's some people that are actually like very conservative Muslim, like, oh, I don't want to use Bitcoin, I don't want to use any digital money.
Yeah.
So, and Bitcoin is also digital money, so I don't want to use Bitcoin also because it's digital. So, but okay, then it's okay. But then you are only living in your own community. Like, how do you? Whereas we have a responsibility to also uh, to also try to move entire society towards sound money. It's not just your own small community, even though it's a good start. But if we have a solution for that, and we as Bitcoiners, we think we have a solution for that, then we should work towards that.
Surely. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Bitcoin is hope for some people. And then I need to like uh, ask something about I put the hashtag Ask Adam in the group, and the first question comes from Lloyd. He said that maybe it's like a joke or something. He said that what economic
So
theories to Malaysia Central Bank that hold, and how are you able to trigger them so easily?
I didn't expect to trigger them, so now I feel bad. I still don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, what
because
economic
you
theories they made?
use like
What
engage tweet,
what?
right? And you engage the words with the so many people from bottom to the top, right? So that's why your tweet is go to viral, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad. Like I don't want. No, because so many people scold me because of that. Now I now I feel, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I don't know what theories they have.
yeah, we can never know,
One
right?
time, one time they are Keynesian, and then now they are now a lot of them are suddenly going towards NMT, which is an even more extreme
Yeah.
version of money printing. And Bank Negara,
Yeah.
Malaysian Central Bank, actually probably one of the more conservative central banks in the world. Actually, but I think they actually do quite a pretty good job. Actually, or managing ringgit in the face of in the face of everything. Um, uh, it's just that like we don't know how long we don't know how long they can last. Yeah, but I mean, other than certain things, then I don't have much complaints. Other than ringgit going from $2, it used to be like $1, it was like $2. Now it's like 4,000. Now it's like almost $5 now.
Yeah,
Other
hyperinflate.
than that big complaint, then I don't have any other I don't have any other complaints
Yeah,
about bank.
it's
I
classic
think
lah.
that's probably like the best thing. the 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 people who work at the bank. I've talked to like a few people who work at Bank Negara. Like they're not bad people. They think they're actually doing good things. So you have to think about like this. Like they just don't know. They don't know they are doing bad things. So it's kind of complicated question, or like kind of complicated to think about that. Like there's no other than actual sociopaths. People generally try to do good things,
Yeah,
even if they work at the central bank or things like that.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's happened in the central bankers, and they don't use like
yeah,
still like Keynesian economics, but with Bitcoins we use like Australian economics, right? And they trigger them so easily because they make their business obsolete, right? So
yeah. And Malaysia is a small country. Like it's not like we can just like if Bank Negara thinks we can just go back to gold. It's not possible.
yeah,
Because Malaysia is a small country.
the same way,
We
Indonesia as
get
well.
bombed. We
Yeah,
get bombed by US.
absolutely.
US will send bomber, and it's like Gaddafi. It become like
Yeah.
Gaddafi. Yeah, the problem is not like Malaysia central bank or Indonesia central bank. The problem is US Federal Reserve. So we focus on that. Like all these smaller central banks, like they don't really matter. Like Malaysia Bank Negara, they don't really have the power to do anything. Actually.
Yeah, I understand. So yeah, that's the question from Lloyd. I think we can wrap up the Lloyd question. And right now the second question come from Singh. He said that what are your thoughts on BIP 119 and are you for or against it? And there's the second question is like, do you think color coins will work on Lightning Network? Could
I
you
don't
like
even know what
elaborate a little bit
BIP
more? Yeah.
119 is. I don't know what is BIP 119. Don't you have one episode about that?
It's like I have one episode.
Yeah.
It is like proposal of the Bitcoin soft fork. I mean the
Yeah,
improvement of
you already
Bitcoin
have
smart
you
contract.
already have you already
Yeah,
have
yeah. I will
you
like
already have
share
one
it
one
to
construction.
you.
Yeah, you should show it to Shang. Yeah, your episode about BIP 119. That's like one whole
Okay.
one.
I
Like
will
I have
I
no
will
concern.
reply to Shane about that. But
Oh, yeah. This is a Jeremy Rubin thing. So okay. CPB.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. So I mean, I got a lot of developers I don't think it's the best proposal for governance.
Yeah,
So so this guy tried to kind of create consensus through other means, which is, and I
like
don't know. Just
USF HF, right? I mean, like
uh,
when Bitcoin Cash happened when the 2017, like the block size war or something.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if the mainstream Bitcoin developers think something is a bad idea, but then you think you have a good idea, then you can just bypass them. Right? There's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just that
Yeah, that's the power of the
I
consensus,
mean,
right? And
yeah.
if you have
But
decentralized way, yeah, people
if
can agree and disagree. Yeah,
if you get people agree to your idea, then just you release your own client and then you have people run it, and then that becomes a new Bitcoin. I mean, what can the Bitcoin developers do? Yeah. So in this case, the consensus is not strong enough. Then you have to face the reality lah. I mean, people don't think your ideas are good enough. Because I mean, a lot of people listen to what the core developers say, right? Where if the core devs say, "Oh, there are the proposals, we need more time," then just then it's better to follow that. Generally, it's better to not change.
absolutely.
Yeah, not change. If the change is controversial, it's better to not change.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the second question is like, do you think that color coins will work on Lightning Network?
Yeah, even that, like Taro, is it?
Yeah,
Talking about Taro.
it's the part of VIP as well, Taro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bolt. Yeah, it's a bolt. Basis of Lightning technologies. So yeah, I mean, until I see a Taro wallet, then I don't know. I'm not yeah, I'm not sure. I think people are working on it. So I think if you look deep enough in the Lightning Network, I think you can find some developers are against issuing stable coins on Lightning Network. Actually, and they have some of the reasons is because like there's a like you're making like a call option possible. Like if you try to send stable coin on Lightning Network, but then you can intentionally stop the transfer from happening, and then the whole channel becomes unusable, and then you get back your I think yeah, I'm not sure how it works. But yeah, I mean that's like a problem.
Yeah, with the color coins.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, we
If it
can never
works,
know
then
like about the future.
then
At least you.
if it works, then go
Yeah.
get shit coins on Lightning Network. You can get yield. Yeah, then more people use Lightning Network. Yeah, and then I get more routing fees on my node.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the liquidity as well, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
then we get the biggest TBL. Then you can show big TBL.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with you. And
AMMs.
then yeah, because it's like time is running out already. Yeah, before I wrap this up, do you have any like specific target of Bitcoin price prediction? I mean, like for the next 2 years, lah. I mean, do you think like 100K or going to zero? I don't know.
What? Price prediction?
Yeah,
In 2
for the
years?
next 2
Come
years,
on.
lah. Yeah, I mean, like maybe 100K for the next 5 years. I mean, after halving or before halving.
It's going to be 1 million. 1 million. 2 years. Come on. 1 million. We cannot do 1 million. $1 million.
Okay. I like it. 1 million after halving, right?
1 million. You listen to me. It's going to be 1 million. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a math, right? Yeah, it's like inevitable, right?
Yeah. Go buy Bitcoin. It's going to be 1 million. Yeah. But if it's not, don't come to me.
Yeah, but Bitcoin is mathematically never going to zero, I mean,
don't
1 million possible,
If,
going to zero is not possible.
If it goes to zero, then don't look for me.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much, Adam, for your time. It's been an honor to be here. Guys, if you want to find out about the work of Adam, I will share the link description. And leave a like and subscribe to our channel.